Now, I found something in the Church of Scientology where they developed a technique and a technology that is called auditing, where a person can be helped to pull things up in their minds that they may even deny presently that it exists in their lives. This auditing process helps us to find those memories and bring them up. The auditor is something like a therapist. He's not a therapist, because therapists talk, auditors listen. And when they listen and not talk, they help you to come up with that which would relieve you of your own pain by bringing you back to it, causing you to face it, confront it, handle it, that you may be freed from it. Now, listen, this is part of the lecture that I really want you to pay attention to, especially those of you who want to judge me. If you notice, sometimes in the church, and we have great pastors here, who when you preach, you see someone in the audience shout, "Oh!" I'm not making no mockery. What happened? You say, well, the person got the Holy Spirit. Yes. But also, the pastor touched something of existing pain in that individual, and they scream or emote because the pastor's words has touched the pain but not relieved it. There are things in your life, and I'm talking to everybody in this audience, and all those of us who are sitting up in front of people. There are things in our lives that have been done to us from the time we were babies. A word from a mother that wasn't thinking, a father that didn't care, a teacher that was off the mark. They say things that become commands, but they're here, stored in the subconscious mind. There's a particular brother. He's a great teacher in the nation, but I notice some of us can't handle someone who challenges our authority. Everybody that challenges our authority, we see them as an enemy. But when we look closer, the brother was abused when he was a child. I'm talking to all of us. Boys and girls being abused, being raped when they were children. They think they got over it, but it's here. Bring them in an organization, put them in authority, and all of a sudden they got to prove macho. Always trying to say, I'm a real man. They are real men. But the abuse that they suffered, they have to be relieved of that in order to become the real man that they are born to be. Any woman in this audience who has been molested, who has been raped by a father, by an uncle, by a friend, by a relative, college don't free you. Church don't free you. It gives you an emotional escape. But to relieve you and give you a chance to live. When I learned that my brother had been abused, I started looking back at some of those in the nation who were great men, but always had to prove their manhood. And I started wondering what happened as they were growing up. What happened to them in a foster home? What happened when they're taken away from their parents? See, these are the things that we as a people suffer just a few generations coming up out of slavery.
That's right. Yes, sir. Still with us.
And the pain is here.
Yes, sir.
In the recesses of our minds. And we have a college degree, but not whole. We are the CEO of a company, but we're not whole. We're standing in the pulpit, but we're not whole. We're called senator, congressman. We're called by these big titles, but we're not whole. So I looked into something that I heard about 35 years ago by the man who was my first minister, and I was his captain in Boston, Massachusetts. I met him again when the nation fell, and I was moved to Chicago, but then he was a Scientologist, and he began telling me about auditing. I heard what he said. I liked it because I love science, and I love when we can put scientific law, physical law, and the counterbalance of spiritual law and make them harmonize. I like that. I hate, listen to me good, I hate spiritual cowards who don't want to look at things and who feel that because I have something great, I can improve what I have by finding something that will make me a better representative of what I represent.